really had to do this. I'm not gonna wait for anybody to come in because I don't plan to be here long. Um, this is an update that I should have done this past weekend, but today is Tuesday. I should have did this like Saturday or Sunday, and I just want to keep y'all up to par, so nobody will think that I'm lying about how simple this is. Right now, the one thing is, it's not gonna do it everything itself. You do have to set it up. That means you have to be willing to do the little amount of work that you have to do, right? And so I wanted to do this update. So we're gonna talk about that, and we're gonna talk about these two which y'all saw me do last week in. Okay, I'm a couple of days behind. I think I did this like either last Saturday or last Sunday, right, of last week. And I was excited to do these, and I'm gonna explain that in a minute. Now, I did do another one which y'all saw in the beans, and they sprouted real quick. And the honest truth is, I lagged behind them on them, and so I'm gonna show you those now. Wait a minute. Oh, I put them outside. Okay, I have a couple of them in here. So remember, they sprouted real fast. So and because I should have taken them out actually last week, but I didn't because I said I was gonna do those in soil, right? When he got the soil, and then I got real busy. But it looks bad, right? It looks bad. Yeah, it looks kind of bad. That's because it hadn't had any sun, any light, anything. They sprouted. The roots are healthy. I'll show you that. I guess I can show you that. The roots are healthy, and as long as the roots are healthy, the plant is still alive. Okay, so I can actually cut this right here if I wanted to, and it'll sprout back up because the roots are healthy. Okay, so it's my fault. It's actually my fault. When they sprouted, I should have put them in some soil and started giving them light and nutrition. As you see, it didn't matter. It still grew, right? Kind of what they would call leggy, right? That means it grew kind of long. And then because it kept growing without light, it started to be deficient of what it needs. And this is a sign of that. But this is not dead. Okay, so the root ball is still healthy. I'll show y'all that now, I guess. I wasn't going to really talk about that much. Let me pull that out of there. It's wet. And it's still attached to the cotton ball. I'm not going to pull it out. I'm sorry, y'all. Because the cotton ball is sitting at the bottom. And it's leaking right now because of me pulling on it. So I made sure the roots were in here at the bottom, right? The cotton ball is still wet. I make sure it's wet, and then I put some potting soil on top. Okay, and then what I'm going to do, which I've already done with the others, is I put it outside. Okay, outside so it can start getting what it needs. It needs sunlight in it. Okay, and it needs what it needs. Okay, so that's those. You know, that experiment was done when I showed you how quickly they sprouted. Those are beans, by the way. The beans sprouted pretty quickly. Actually, within a week. The way I showed you how to do it, they were sprouted, right? So I'm gonna see. I'll give a update on these in about a week. I'm gonna be paying attention to them because if they don't, start looking a little better, because I am gonna cut that long the long stem off. I'm gonna cut that off, and I also took one of them. Remember, my goal was to put it in here, right? So I took one, and you can see I kept the cotton ball there, and you can see the roots. Now this one I'm a little concerned about. I did two of them this way, and the reason I'm concerned about it, because I noticed that they had some what they call air roots. Air roots had started to form, and then I stuck them in here. Now, the thing about air roots is it's the portion that grabs the carbon, what they need from the air, right? And I submerged it. I'm hoping that it survives, because I could drown it that way, right? So I'm gonna take a look. I'm gonna be looking at this one, and I did 2 of them this way, and I'm gonna keep an eye on it for the rest of the week, okay? Just to see, and it'll give me signs soon, right? As soon as it start getting the nutrients it needs and the sunlight it needs, you'll see it. You'll see. You'll see right away. It won't take long, right? Within a week, you'll know. And so, let's move that out the way. Now, remember, I don't know what this stuff. My family keep moving and touching my things. Okay? I do not know why. Right? I put things a certain way so I can know what I'm doing. I don't remember what this is. But I can tell you that the way I had them stacked, I had this stacked with this, and the whatever this was, it was underneath so I can know. And all it takes for them to move it, for what, I have no idea, but they have, and now I don't remember what this is. Okay, I'll figure it out. I might have to go through the video just to see what this is. I don't know why they do that, but whatever this is, okay, let's take a look at it. Whatever this is, it's doing well. And before I open it, because I haven't opened it, you can see what it's called? Condensation, right? Condensation. Does that mean, did I say that right? You can see where the moisture has risen and given it like a greenhouse effect. And that's why it's good to put it in. Make sure it has a source of water, but it don't need anything else. And you put a top on it, and it makes a greenhouse effect. So as y'all can see, you can see it up there, okay? So whatever this is, I think I can't remember, okay, what it was. But remember, I did the black first, and I think it was, I know one of them is lettuce, and the other, I can't remember. I'll be lying. I can't remember, right? But I'll look at the video and see what it is. Now, I think this is 2 weeks. And it's sprouted pretty well. And so, this is a good time to plant these, so they can start getting the nutrition they need. Okay? Don't wait too much longer than that, like I did with the bean sprouts. Oh, and by the way, these are beans. Did I mention that? Yeah, those were beans. Okay, so anyway, I'll figure out what this is by looking through the video, and then I'll proceed from there. But I am going to take care of these today. And I remember getting excited because, remember, I had put some of my melon seeds. I can't remember what's it called, like a canary melon. I think that's what we ended up figuring out. That's what it was called. I told you how I got them from hubby buying me that melon, and I started to just collect the seeds. I'm gonna show them to you here, right? And I never, this is my first time trying to grow them, so I put a couple of seeds on here. And then I realized, oh my God, look, they popped up. How do we know? We know that this is that because look at the tip, the portion of the seed is still there. So this is one, and this is another. How do we know? It's right there, right? These other seeds are, I think it was lettuce. I can't remember. But anyway, so remember when I was excited and I was like, oh my goodness, because I was thinking about buying the seeds. And then when I saw that they sprouted, I was like, okay, let's do a test. Okay? So I said, let's do a test. Because this is 2 weeks. This here is 2 weeks. Okay? This is 2 weeks. So I said, well, I won't have to buy them. I won't have to buy them because I've been collecting them. And if they grow, then wow, we're going to do it. So you see how many seeds I have. That melon comes with a lot of seeds inside of it. Almost like a cantaloupe. And look how many seeds I have. Oh my goodness. So I said, well, let's try another way. And I said, I'm going to show you how you don't need nothing but a Ziploc bag, a napkin, and your seeds to get them to sprout. And I was like, well, let's see if these are good or not. So I haven't opened them yet. You can see the condensation in here as well. If you look, you can see liquid, right? You can see it. And based on what I'm seeing right now, it looked like we got some success, baby. It looked like we got some success. I showed y'all the easiest way to do it. I took the napkin, I wet it, and then I folded it in half, and then I put the seeds on just like that. And then when the seeds was on it, made sure they had contact with the wet napkin. I folded it in like that, and I put it in a Ziploc bag. And look at here, sprouting. All of them did not sprout. As y'all can see, they got 1, 2, 3 here. It's a few of them that didn't sprout, but there's a good amount that did sprout. And then I said, hey, if it worked, if anybody want any of these seeds for me to send you some, just let me know. Okay? And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to start putting this, because this is a melon. I cannot put this outside right now. The bean sprouts, I put them outside. Okay? I'm going to put them outside, and if it gets under 40 degrees, if I know it's going to get that cold, I'll bring them in. Okay? I put them on a tray. I kept them in a tray similar to this, but I had them in the little cups. So I put the bean sprouts in little cups like that. I put some salt in there, and then I sit it back in the, which column, with a little water at the bottom, and then I put them outside. So it can start getting the sunlight that it needs. And I said if it failed, I still have time to grow, get some more seeds, which I do have some more, and I'll just restart. Okay? No big deal. Now the melons is a different thing, because now I did do some research on there's a few types of watermelons and things. You could buy watermelons that are resistant to disease. You could buy watermelon seeds that are resistant to cold weather, and that actually grows well in cold weather, right? Now, I don't know much about these seeds at all, right? Because I got them directly from the fruit, okay? Now, let me say something that I've been hearing for years, and when I have arguments with people about what they're saying, I'm like, it's ridiculous what they're saying, right? What they say is, they're growing food that you can't grow food from. And I'm like, that's not true. That is ridiculous, right? The bell peppers come with their own seeds in it. You don't have to buy no bell pepper seeds, because you buy one bell pepper, and I'll show you that now in a minute, because I know I have a bell pepper somewhere in the refrigerator. You open it up, it's a lot of seeds. Nobody wants to go, unless you have a farm, a nice farm. You're probably not going to grow all those seeds, right? Let me see. I know I have that pepper. There's only one thing in my refrigerator that you can't grow from, and you actually can, but it won't grow the same, right? So you could take green onion and you could regrow these. These are onions that hadn't formed the bud, and they call it green onion. Did y'all know that green onion, or I think they call them scallions, or depending on where you're from, I guess, right? From where I'm from, we call this green onion. But this is the greenery to the onion. The bulb itself, let me show you. This is an onion, right? But this actually is the root. This is the root. And this is the top that goes and get the sunlight. So they cut this, and then they sell it to us, and it's good. It's good flavor, all right? It's the greenery to an onion, okay? If you keep this in the ground long enough, this will form. This bulb at the root will grow. Okay, so that's how that works. Now I can put this in some water. I could cut to about right here. Put this in a little water, and new roots will form, and then I can grow bunching onions directly from these roots. You don't have to go get any seeds. Okay, bunching onions grow pretty fast too. Okay, the part that takes the longest is when you're growing onion. This portion take longer. Okay, so that's how that works. Okay, so people say you can't grow from things. They talk about they making it where you can't grow. That's impossible. The God, if you believe in God or Mother Earth or what else you call it? Just nature. Nature is what provides us with these things. Nature, right? Nobody created these things. Nature created these things. And so within this is the seeds. I'm going to show you now. Okay? What I do with my bell pepper, I got videos on another channel telling you how I cut my bell pepper. Okay? I'm from the South, so, look at that. Look at all those seeds just from this one little piece. Look at that. And still from this one, not even a quarter of this bell pepper is filled with seeds. These are the bell pepper seeds, y'all. You don't have to go and buy seeds, a pack of seeds. Go buy bell pepper. That's enough seeds for, but it's more than enough seeds for me. I probably need, because I love bell peppers, okay? We cook with it a lot. And one of these seeds produces a lot of fruit on it. The bell pepper is the fruit. So I probably want like between 4 and 6 plants. That's it. This is way more than 4 or 6 seeds, okay? And let's say some of them don't germinate, so I put 2 seeds in. And so you don't have to go and buy bell pepper seeds, okay? Stop letting these people trick you, because they'll trick you into going and buying their seeds. And then they start calling them heirloom seeds. And then you thinking, oh, this must be like an original from the original of the original. Oh, come on. It's a lot of bull, okay? It's a lot of bull. But anyway, yes, you can grow bell pepper from these seeds. Let's see. I'm going to the nursery this weekend for seedlings. Yeah, go. You down south, so yeah, you probably need to go and grab you some seedlings. Up here though, if you was in Philly, you have time to grow. Now bell peppers though, it's too cold, right? That's why it's great for me to start from seeds, because it's too cold. I can start from seeds, give it like 4 weeks, growing it in inside, and then when it warms up, I can put it outdoors and it'll do well. Or I could grow it directly outside, but I want a nice harvest this year. So I am going to do it early. The thing about certain things that need heat just to help germinate the seeds. I didn't put a heating, anything under, anything I grew that year that I grew from seeds. I did watermelon. I didn't have a heating pad, nothing underneath, and it grew fine. But my house is warm, so it wasn't cold. You know what I mean? Okay? So I'm going to put these seeds, because I do keep my bell pepper seeds too. And then I end up not growing them because I have so many. I'm going to just sit these right here. Okay? I'm going to sit those right there. You see how many seeds was just... Look at all those seeds in there. I'm not sure if y'all can see them. Look at all those seeds. Get one bell pepper and grow from seed. Now, also, you in the South, you have a longer growing period also. So you actually do have time to grow from seed. Like if you want to. You have way more choices than I do up here. My growing season is very short, right? It's very short. By September, October, it's cold out. So I have from like June to, and this, I think if I'm correct, bell peppers is one of them long growing things. From seeds to harvest is something like 3 months, 60 something days, and some varieties may even be 75 days, like a watermelon. And the reason being, bell peppers turn colors, right? They green, and then if I'm correct, it went from green to red, red to orange, and orange to yellow. And the longer it's there, as the color changes, it becomes sweeter. Okay, it becomes sweeter. That's why your yellow bell peppers, orange bell peppers, they cost more. They're sweeter, and they take a longer growing period because it changes color through the growing process. Okay, one year I didn't know it. See, I didn't know that. You know what? I learned that through my garden. But if you go to the nursery, they gonna tell you, oh, if you want to buy this bell pepper, it'll be green. And then they're going to show you one on the other side that on the tag, it's going to say that is yellow. And you're going to be like, oh, like I did. I was like, oh, I want a few different colors. So I bought a few different color, what it was. Actually, no, I didn't buy it. I never bought plants. I was there looking at the plants, and that's when I decided to grow seeds. But if I was buying them, seedlings, I would have purchased the one that had yellow on it and the one that had green on it. But I grew from seed. I've never grown from seedlings before. So when I was out there, and as the bell pepper's there, I'm saying I'm going to let it stay there a little longer, see if it get bigger. And then I went out there a couple of days later, and it started turning colors. And I was like, what? Wait, what? So it turns colors. It gets sweeter the longer it's there. Okay? Anyway, so I just want people to know you can grow food from food already. If you want to grow celery, let me show you. I do have celery in here somewhere. So celery, now this is the kicker about celery, right? Celery. See, they cut the celery off at the root. So you can see the stem there. They cut it. But when you growing in your own garden, you don't have to do that, right? You won't come up with if I wanted to grow this, I would cut about right there, and I would sit this in water and let the roots grow, okay? And then from there, now let me tell you, that could be a success rate or it may not, okay? And the reason being is because the way they end up cutting this off, okay? So celery starts from a seed, and I think one of them small ones that I was saying, I didn't know what it was. I think it's celery. I think the little white ones are celery, but I'm not sure. Okay, I can't remember, but I think so. And celery from a seed grows stalks like this, right? One seed grows stalks, but the stalks usually are wide open. They be spread open like this. Okay, you actually have to train it when you're ready to harvest it, like a week or two before you're ready to harvest it. You train it to get close together like that, right? So it's open like this. And so when you're growing your own celery, instead of you going cut the whole thing, celery is ever growing. Let's say I want some celery, I go in my garden and I take this one off, click, and I cut it and use it for dinner. And I allow this to continue to just grow, right? And it grows and grows and grows and grows. And it just keeps growing. It's one of the things that love the cold. It grows great in the winter, in the snow. This grows really good. It grows in the heat also, but it has to be a shaded area, and you have to really take care of it, okay? because celery isn't really sweet or anything anyway already. But you do have to, you know, take care of it, right? You don't want it in direct sun in the summer months. But it's ever growing. It's ever growing. So you might need just 2 plants, and it'll get you through the whole year. Okay? Actually, 1 plant if you don't use celery like I do. The truth, you know what I mean? If you don't use celery like I do, you could use 1 plant and it get you through the year, maybe year 2 and 3. Okay? Because you won't go out there and cut the whole and harvest thing off until the end of the season when you say, okay, let me cut this off and prepare the ground for next season or to grow something else in that space. Okay? Other than that, you just let it grow and grow and grow and grow. Okay? That's what you do with celery. And yes, you can't grow celery from this. You know, this is not, you can't sit this in water and grow. This is the part you need right here. That part right there. That's where you would put this in some water and let it root. Now, I've seen people just take it and stick it in the ground, and it grew a root. Okay, I wouldn't do that, and the reason I wouldn't do that is because suppose it doesn't root up, you won't know it until here we go, like weeks later, months later, and then you realize, okay, it's not growing. Okay, you realize, okay, it's a fail. When you can put it in some water, give it like a week or 2. If no roots form, then you know it's not going to work. Okay? Okay, cool. Got it. And I'm going to do carrots. Now, carrots grow underneath. That's also like an onion. It's a bulb. It's the root of the plant. But you can eat the carrot tops, the greenery to the carrots. You can put that in a salad. Okay? The greenery is edible and the root is edible. I am going to grow some carrots. Lee eats carrots, y'all. So I'm going to grow. I wasn't going to really bother with carrots. Okay? I'm not trying to do a lot of roots. And I have potatoes. I think I talked about the potatoes before. If you have a potato in your house that look like it's growing eyes on it, that's perfect for you to grow potatoes. And potatoes are so simple. We all should be growing our own potatoes. Okay? I'm going to be honest. Like, if you don't want to grow nothing else, grow potatoes. In a bag. In a bucket. You don't have to dig no ground or nothing. Okay? You don't need to dig in no ground. Get a bucket or get you a bag, a grocery bag. You know the bags that they have us buying because they don't want to give us free bags? That is a good grow bag. You can put some soil in there, put a few potatoes in there, right? And grow potatoes in that bag. And when you need to go make you some French fries, you go out on your balcony, you know, in the yard, by your door, wherever, because it needs sunlight. You go out there and dig in that ground and grab you a few potatoes. Okay, so I am going to grow some potatoes. I'm going to show y'all that. That's the simplest thing. I think I did a video on that a couple of years back. It was so simple. I had neighbors growing potatoes. They couldn't believe it. They was like, you going to grow what? I said, I'm growing this. She watched me, and she ended up making a whole lot of, I think she had more potatoes than I did. Okay, because her house, the way where she set hers and where I set mine, I don't know if she grew more than me, but I did tell her that. I said, well, you got more than me, girl. But anyway, so, I do have to cut this because I have to see what I'm cooking for dinner. Okay, I'm gonna put this back. So this is called bunching onions. If you want to grow them, it'll say bunching onions, or it don't usually say green onions. Usually say bunching onions, and it grows in a whole bunch. It grows a lot, and it grows real quick. And you can actually bunch them up. You don't have to go and drop a seed here and a seed there. And you throw it. Look, if this was, let's say this was a little deeper, you could grow it in something like this. If it was a little deeper, right? And you would just spread the seeds out, put the dirt down, water it, and sit it out. And this whole thing will just grow. And when you want some onion, you just go cut it. And they usually just pull them up in bunches. And then they bunch them together. Like this. Right? In your garden, though, it's not going to look like this because you're gonna just go and cut the top off. You cut the top off and it'll continue to grow. You cut your little bit off so you can use it and it'll regrow. It'll just grow. It's forever growing. Okay? Forever growing. That's what these things are. We buying things. We ever buying the ever growing shit, right? The ever growing stuff we forever buying. We gotta get out of that. Okay. Let me put this back. Okay, so I keep going into so let's look at let me put them seeds right there. And here is the second one. I think, remember I was saying I wasn't sure if they were going to sprout, so we did the test. Here's the second one. When you look at it, you can see the roots. The roots came through the, what you call them, in order to get access to that water. It wasn't a lot of water. It was just a damp towel, y'all. And there they go. I ain't gonna lie. I want to grow all of these, but I don't have the space, right? These make those melons, like watermelons, shape and size like cantaloupe. And I got to be very careful where I grow them because I'm going to have to make sure I be supportive of the melons as they get bigger and bigger. I don't want them sitting on the ground. And if you do have them sitting on the ground, which they can, you got to be drainage. You got to be on a hill. And the reason being because if you don't put it on a hill, if it rains and the rain water settles under the watermelon, then you will end up with the fruit becoming rotten underneath. It'll look good on the top. But when you go, and if you ever bought a watermelon and look to one side, you ever see that like white spot? That's the part that was sitting on the ground. But if you holster it up off the ground, then you don't want to have that. And so that's why they have the round ones, the smaller melons. They don't have those spots because they actually have them growing off the ground, off the ground, and they're small enough to be on the vine. But you do have to, take care of that vine. You got to make sure that you support the vine, and the vine will hold the fruit, okay? Because that's nature, right? It's meant to grow that big on that vine, and that vine is meant to support its fruit. But yeah, so that's nature. Just like tomatoes, right? Tomatoes, they get big and beefy and things, and the vine or the tree, or depending on what type of tomato, will support it. Okay, that's nature. Mother Nature, baby, taking care of itself. So I'm looking, and I would say that I have at least 75%. My seeds, 75% of them are good. Okay. So I done grew this enough. It's a lot. Okay. But I wish I can, if I had the space, and maybe I'll sell them, right? I'll let them grow into seedlings, help them, and then I'll sell them. Maybe donate them if nobody buy them. Okay. Now, this is the kicker. I've never seen a plant that doesn't produce. People are claiming that, oh, you'll be able to grow it, but it's not going to produce. That don't make sense. What could they have done to a seed to make it not produce? But I'm not saying that they couldn't do anything. I'm not saying they couldn't do anything, but are we saying they get all the seeds, and then what they're doing? Like these seeds came directly from the plant itself. Okay? Directly from the plant, the fruit itself. I'm sorry, the fruit itself. So are we saying that it doctored up the seeds, and then when it produced the seeds within the fruit itself, the seeds are not any good, which I proved that they are good because they they germinated. Okay, and they germinated pretty fast, and they look healthy. That looks healthy. This is no sunlight, no water, just a little dampness, and that is all that's needed. Okay. I think some people just don't know how to grow certain things. You can't just put a dry seed in soil, because I did that last year. See, that's why I wasn't sure if these work. Last year, I went outside and I said, you know what? Let me just sprinkle these out here in this area, and I'm gonna see if they pop up. But I didn't do any maintenance, anything, right? I just set it there, and I didn't see anything pop up. The truth is, I didn't even go look to see if anything popped up. You know what I mean? I just didn't. And then that's why I wasn't sure if they were good or not. Okay. But I am gonna it's too soon, which means I have to do these and put these under a grow light in my house. This is too soon to go outdoors. This is one of those things that you put outside, maybe here in this area in June. Yes, June, and yeah, when it gets real warm, and it's at least, I don't know, I think they said 65, 70 degrees constant, not ever going under 40 degrees, and everything should be okay with them. So I'm going to put these under the grow light. So I'll take care of these. I need to take care of them before the seed. Let me show you. Okay. So it's kind of stuck. You want to take care of the roots. Okay. The good thing is you can tear the paper if you need to. Oh damn! This isn't that cheap paper, y'all. I used a heavy duty napkin. Look, the roots are all in there. Take your time separating them. The roots aren't as delicate as you might think. Okay. Remember, they support a plant that might have watermelons on it. And so what I'm going to do, take my tire. That's kind of hard, y'all. And there you go. Okay. Put that in some soil. It doesn't have its true leaves yet. This is just the basic leaf. Okay. It's not a true leaf. When it grows its true leaves is when you will put it outside. But for these, I'm going to wait until they're like 3 inches tall. Maybe 4 inches tall. Then they'll be big enough to go outside. Now, that's why this was too early for me to do this. Because we put that at about a month. Month and a half. What this is. April, May. May, June, July, August. Okay. Yeah. So I'm not going to do my bell peppers, right? The things that need sun. And we know these aren't any good unless they open. That one open, y'all. Oh, these did. No, all of these, yeah, all of these worked. I don't think I see any that didn't. Wait. This one didn't propagate. That's still on the leaf. So on all the ones that I put on here, only one didn't work. And the reason I could tell, when I squeezed, that came out. But watch, when I squeeze these, nothing is in these because the plant came out already. See, there's nothing in there. Okay. So all these ended up, and this one, look, it's starting. Can you see it? There you go. See it? It's starting. Okay. So I would put it at like 90%. Even this one. See how it's popping out? You can see the little root ball, the little root right there. And it's popping out. And here's another one. I'm putting it at 90%. Okay, this one's still, you see when I squeezed it, that came out. That means that one wasn't ready. That one didn't do it. But the rest of these are real light, which means they propagated. Okay, that's the test. And if y'all have any other plants y'all want to see me, I have a lot of plants to do. I ain't got time to show y'all me doing it, all of them. But when me and hubby start cutting to do our hydroponics in the buckets, I will possibly video that because it'll be so long. We're going to make holes on the side. Okay. I am also, let me show you. Give me a second. Okay. Now, this isn't my idea, so I'm not going to make it seem like it's my idea. I'm following a YouTube video. Okay. I don't want nobody making it seem, because I'm telling you I'm doing this for the first time. They suggested a pool noodle. I'm going to cut the pool noodle, okay, in these little strips. I'm going to give you, let me see if I can do it now. Hold up. Oh, that was simple. Cut the pool noodle in little strips like that. This got to be the wrong kind of pool noodle. This is good, though. The pool noodle that man had didn't have no hole in the middle. I just noticed that. Hubby went and bought this pool noodle. But the truth is, I would have bought it, too, because I didn't look. So the guy... Okay, so this is going to hold the plant, which is so good. Oh, my goodness. If I would have known this had a hole in it, it would have changed how I did this. See, because if I'd known this had the hole, I could put this on the bottle and then allow the plant, and then it wouldn't have to be sitting in there like that. You see? So that gives me another option with the bottles. Okay? I'm going to test that later. But in the video, the pool noodle didn't have a hole. So it was all, like a pool noodle, right? All this was filled. And then he cut a split down the middle. And then he took the plant. Which one did I have already out? He took a plant, put it in the pool noodle, right? And then he put it in the bucket. And the bucket on the side. So the roots will be inside the bucket where the water will be. Like that. And then the roots will grow in the bucket. And the plant will grow outside the bucket. You see? And that's how I'm going to be actually doing things. I need a new pool noodle. Maybe not, actually. Because I could put... Yeah, I don't think I need a new pool noodle. We just don't have to do it exactly the way he did it. Right? But... pool noodles was just $1, okay? $1.25. Actually, it's cheaper. I think at 5 and below, I think it was like $1. 99 cents or something like that. Okay? I didn't come up with this. I'm following a YouTube video, and I'm going to do it based on his way. Not completely, because I'm doing some other things other ways, right? So I'm kind of taking some of his stuff, mixing it with other people's stuff, and doing my own thing. Okay? But I'm not the creator of what I'm doing. I'm actually following YouTube University, baby. YouTube University. And I want to share with you all because maybe I have the time to watch the videos and maybe y'all don't. And y'all can follow me as a beginner. Also, if y'all want. Or you could go find them videos if you want. The name is so many of them that I've been watching. I'll put some links in if y'all want to do the research on that yourself. What did I do with the... I gotta put this up. Y'all, I have a headache. Okay? Literally got me sick, y'all. Okay? I'm sick again. Legally get sick. I get sick. And the thing is, when we was out and about, I had a mask on. People, it seems weird. When I go outdoors with Leaky, I have a mask on. But then when we inside, he kissing on me and jumping on me. And I be saying, Leaky, reach my mom her mask. and then he'll give it to me, and then he'll be throwing it at me and trying to keep it away from me. We play a game with it. But Leaky is getting, it's too much, y'all. It's too much, okay? I'm over here with a cold. I'm too old for this. Okay? Anyway, I hope y'all enjoyed this. This was really simple. I showed y'all this because you don't have to go and buy anything special to start your seeds. You can really take a napkin, wet it. I showed y'all how to do it in the last video, right? And it was so simple. Y'all, I wet the napkin, I drained it of water, I put the seeds on it, and I folded it, and I put it in a Ziploc bag, and this is the results, okay? And now you take these, and then you plant them. They're like starter plants, and you put them in the soil. Or if you want to do hydroponics, and put it in your hydroponic. Now, I did see a hydroponic little thing for like $50-something. I'm not going to lie, I was thinking about getting it, but what I plan on growing, I think the thing like is very small, and which could go right in your kitchen. It has the grow light already. If you want to grow your basil and stuff like that, you could grow that indoors with that little kit. I think it was $58. They may have had, I think the cheapest one I saw was about $50. And it gives you everything to begin. Okay? You don't even need me. You go through them little instructions. They give you everything. Everything. Okay? Now, $50-something to me gonna give me a whole tower. You know what I'm saying? I'm getting the buckets, the lids. So to me, I think I can use that $58 for something else. Okay? Because my garden is gonna be bigger, and that's the only reason. Okay? That's the only reason. But I was thinking about getting it. And they come in little cute, little fashionable. It could be stainless steel. It could be black. Whatever your house decor is. You can sit it in your kitchen. You can sit it in your bedroom, in your living room. They are cute. Okay, so I'm saying if you don't want to do some of the work, you're scared that maybe you may fail at it, then buy that kit. Okay, buy that kit. I don't have no affiliation to it. I don't have no affiliation links. I ain't got none of that. I'm just trying to educate us on how we can do better, and be better and grow our own stuff. That's all. Okay? That's all I'm doing. I'm not trying to make y'all do something y'all don't want to do. But what I will tell you is this, though. I just heard, and I saw a video. It don't make it true, right? Just because I saw a video don't make it true. But I just saw a video where China decided not to accept beef from America in like millions of dollars of beef that was shipped to them. And they said no. Now, why would they say no? It's a few things why we shouldn't be eating meat and things from other countries. Right? Or not even other countries, but other people we don't know for real. Because it could be poison. They could do things to purposely harm us. But China said no. And then I heard Russia came in and got it, right? But we might not be able to grow our own beef, right? We can't. It's hard. That's more detailed. Have farm for animals and shit like that. But we surely could grow fruits and vegetables, y'all. Okay, we surely could do that. You could do that in a yard. If you live in an apartment, you go ask that apartment complex, can you put, okay, you put a couple of buckets out there, you let them know you're going to run it. Now, the bad thing is, as your fruit grows, some people might go out there and steal your shit, right? But you know what I mean? You might not be able to claim all the fruit for yourself because people, might go grab it, which I was thinking about doing in my neighborhood. Like, because I don't have enough space for some of the plants that I'm going to have growing. I was thinking about just going and dig up a little spot and put that plant there and let it grow, right? Every couple of days I'll go and water it, and let it grow. And if anybody in the neighborhood see a tomato growing, they want the tomato, they pick the goddamn tomato and go about their goddamn business. I don't have no problem with that, right? It's better than letting plants go to waste, letting seeds go bad. So I don't have no problem doing that. I just gotta, I'm not gonna ask for no permission. I'm gonna just do it. And if the HOA If they send me a letter, then I guess I'll have to deal with it. Okay, but I was going to ask them about starting a community garden, right? We have a whole tennis court that we don't use. Nobody, I didn't, in the last 3 years, nobody's gone in that tennis court, right? The tennis court, and it's gated. There's a gate around it, and it's locked. And I was thinking about contacting them to see if I could use that space for gardening. And since I'm gardening hydroponics, I don't have to dig in no ground or anything. It'll just be buckets and containers. I might call them today. I done already cussed some people out today on the phone already, man. It was bad. And then you know what's worse about it? It was 2 black women, right? It was 2 black women. I tried. I kept saying, give me your supervisor. You give me your supervisor and then let me deal with her. But we black women, man, we like to talk, and I'm trying to protect them by telling them I'm about to cuss all y'all motherfuckers out. Okay, I'm about to cuss everybody out, lady. Give me your supervisor and let me do what I'm gonna do. Baby, I'm gonna tell y'all that story later, baby. I'm gonna tell you, okay? I may go live today, y'all. I don't feel good. Okay. I feel like I might have a sore throat, and I'm just tired. I have a headache. Okay, it's Mr. Bomb's birthday week, and yeah, I may go live, and then like I got to deal with something. Look like Rude went live. I got a link yesterday. I don't know why I don't get notifications when he go live. Hubby do, but I don't. So I'm not sure why that is. But apparently Rude made a live, which I kind of knew he would make a live because I did a live, right? But he tried to spin the narrative for that shit, and we're going to talk about it. Okay? He tried to say, oh, she an old lady, and she tried to use my emotions. And then he later then said, oh, maybe I misunderstood Bomb when she said the word wild. Mike, they tried to make it seem like man. And then, you know, what got me is not so much what he's saying, because, you know, I love Rude, right? Rude gonna be Rude. It's the goddamn comments. One of y'all motherfuckers was in the comments talking about she wanted that money. I ain't asked that nobody for no motherfucking money. So we gonna talk. Because I keep saying, Bomb, don't go live, let that shit go. Nah, I like, you're not gonna make no narrative on me. I'm not on this bitch always talk about send me money, send me money, send me money. He ain't offer no money. That went back to the food thing. One of the women was in the chat. She might be in here claiming, oh, nah, she just wanted the money. Rude, and it didn't offer nobody no money. So how did I just want the money? I didn't say, oh, give me the money instead of the food. I could have said that if that's what it was. I was saying you ain't got to spend your money. So I ain't really like that. Okay? And the only reason I ain't go live is because I know I'm not in a good mood. And when I see that, I'm like, I don't know if she taking shots. Or maybe, you know, I don't know what's going on. Is she taking shots at me, making that claim, right? Or is it just she just saying, well, no, Rude, maybe she just wanted the money. If I just want the money, I would have said, just send me the money. I ain't asked for no money. I ain't asked for no food. I ain't never say, hey, Rude, you want to buy me some food? And then she tried to say, and even he tried to say, well, she always saying she wants some seafood. The fuck when I say I say I like seafood. Motherfucker, I got seafood all in my motherfucking freezer. Fuck out of here. This is a whole motherfucking freezer. See that? See, this is the fridge. This is a fucking freezer taller than me. I got fucking seafood all in this motherfucker. Seafood, fish We got fish and chicken and all salmon. I got seafood in this bitch. I ain't asked nobody for no motherfucking seafood. I said I like seafood. And what I like, I'm going to have in my motherfucking house. And I said I cook it my motherfucking self. You see this? This a whole motherfucking freezer. Look at that. Ain't no refrigeration in this bitch. You see that? Look at that. I bet you I got, look at that. We got salmon, fish, catfish. You name it. I got all kinds of shrimp and look, all kinds of shit that either we caught and folded ourselves. I need no motherfucker to, you know what I'm saying? I ain't need no I wasn't on here talking about, I sure would like me some seafood. And I ain't got nobody get it for me. Okay? Shit, I got a whole nother freezer over here with seafood and shit all in it. Okay? Crawfish. All kinds of motherfucking shit. Alright, so I didn't ask nobody for no motherfucking acting like I need to get me some seafood. I really like it and I miss it and I love it. Somebody said, well, what kind of food you like? And I say seafood. But I did not ask nobody to buy me no motherfucking seafood. So, I ain't like that shit. I ain't like the comments when she was making it seem like, oh, she didn't want it. She just wanted the money. I ain't like that shit. Okay? So, if Miss Sunkiss, she the one who was in that comment over there. If y'all didn't see the video, y'all go look at it. Right? But, I was like, what in the hell is she talking about? Why is she trying to make it seem like I'm married? My husband has a motherfucking job. If I want some motherfucking seafood, I'm gonna get it. If I can, right? I don't live down south where I could go get fresh seafood no more. This is fish we had last night. Look at that. Hubby cooked it. Y'all can see it, right? We're gonna put that pot there. It's good too, y'all. He put some sweet basin. This is salmon. Hubby and I eat seafood a lot. Okay? Well, we fish a lot. I guess seafood is fish seafood. As far as I'm concerned, yes. Okay, but it may not. I don't know if it's classified as a shell. It's not a shellfish. But we even found a spot up here in Delaware. They trying to kill off the crawfish because somebody that brought crawfish in the area and they taking over because they're not really meant to be up here. And I told hubby, we gonna go set our traps. I gotta go look and see because we're not in the south. I gotta see what, when they're gonna be spawning and things like that. These people trying to kill them crawfish. I'm gonna catch them so I can eat them. Okay, I'm gonna catch them and we gonna eat them. Shit, they sitting in somebody's community lake, like in my community we got it's not a lake, right? It's just like a pond, and we purchased the fish. The HOA purchased fish and things and put it in there. So we used to be able to go fish, but they start building other communities around our community filled with what they call black people, right? It's all bullshit, and so now. Our community is in the center of another whole apartment complex. And now the motherfucking kids come over and want to just dump shit in our lake, in our pond. That's what they were claiming. Now they was doing that. I live behind a Walmart. They were taking the Walmart baskets and riding them over the pond when it froze over. And then we ended up with the carts in the goddamn pond. So now we're not even allowed to use our pond. I moved here where we had a community pond. Hubby could go out there. We figured, okay, he gonna love it. He go out there with his fishing rod and fish. They won't even let us fish no goddamn more. Okay? But my point is clear. Okay? And I'm just saying, I ain't like that motherfucker shit. And that's why I didn't go live, because I don't want to be cussing nobody out until I think about what I need to think about. Maybe I'm overreacting. Y'all can go and y'all look at the comments so y'all can know when I go live. Well, y'all can tell me, Bomb, you overreacting. But I rate them. And I tried to think, why would she say that? Like, you know what I mean? Like, boy, baby, she time-stamped shit, too, what she was responding to. And I'm thinking, what the fuck? She don't even leave no comments like that under my shit. She over there by rude. And, baby, I'm, I'm thinking that these motherfuckers being messy. Stay out of me and rude shit. Okay? The people I really fuck with, if we going back and forth, we know that it ain't nothing to it. Rude know that, because this is how we met. But other people want to get involved, and then, you know, before you know it, my old ass starts snapping, okay? And I'm trying not to snap. That's all I'm going to say. What Gabe had to say something about the freezer? You know, look like someone Great Value branded food in there. What's wrong with Great Value, baby? You got a problem with Walmart? What Great Value? Yeah, them shrimp is from motherfucking Walmart. Where else you want me to get shrimp in Delaware from? Frozen. Because it ain't Great Value, then if I go to ShopRite, it's gonna be ShopRite's name, whatever they store name is, right? And if I go to if I go to Patmart, which I think Patmart still exists, then they gonna have their brand on their stuff. And if I go to we don't have one of them stores, what is called that healthy store, then they gonna have their food brand on it. So you mad at Great Value, baby? What, you gonna send me ShopRite Value? You gonna send me ShopRite's brand? Y'all know Gabe ain't gonna show no motherfucking freezer. Ain't got no food in there. Gabe wife ain't cooking no motherfucking food. Gabe wife gonna have that nigga eating McDonald's. Nigga, I have grounded up beef myself, okay? That's right. We buy the beef and I grinded my motherfucking self, put it in my freezer. And your wife is taking you to McDonald's, nigga. Shut the fuck up. Anyway, let me go, y'all. But that don't make no sense what you're saying. Great value is... So what make the shrimp low value? The shrimp come from where the shrimp come from, which is probably Korea. But we'll look. Because I can assure you there was... let's see where the shrimp come from, y'all. India. Now go show me the brand where your shrimp come from, and let's see where it come from. India. So I guess they separate the brands of the quality of shrimp, right? So I guess they gonna say, oh, this is a good shrimp. They're gonna put it over there. And they're gonna say, oh, this is a low value shrimp. And they're gonna put it right there. And they're gonna do that, right? Shrimp by shrimp by shrimp by shrimp. And then the low value shrimp, they're gonna sell it to Walmart. And then they're gonna put it in the bag. And then the high value shrimp over here, they're gonna sell it to ShopRite, right? Is that what they doing, you dumbass motherfucking nigga? Because you could go and look at a video and see exactly how they harvest shrimp in India. They picking it up by lumps out of a dirty ass pond, because you know shrimp is a bottom feeder. They like being in muddy areas, right? And then they scoop that shit up big, and then they sell it, and then different corporations buy it, and then they bag it up under their name brand, right? And ain't not got no company called Great Value who's over there growing or harvesting shrimp, right? You just said the dumbest ass shit. But I tell you what, you show me one freezer as big as that one with all that meat in it in your house, and then I'll go in my backyard and show you a whole nother freezer filled with meat. Fuck out of here. Okay? Fuck out of here, you ratchet ass nigga. Okay? Hey, here, butterfly, how you doing? He said, I don't eat shrimp or ocean roaches. Yeah, and yeah, what is chicken? You know, up here, some people are just dumb for no reason, right? They so smart because they claim they're so smart that they end up being dumb. Now, they call them bottom feeders, and the only reason they say that is because it eats at the bottom of the pond or the lake, right? That's it. When you eat any other type of fish, what you think they eating? Larger fish eat shrimp, right? So you gonna eat the fish that eat the bottom feeding type of fish? So black people start, oh, I don't eat that because they and then they call it roaches. Like they gave it the name roach, which is so horrible. You know what I mean? Roaches don't just eat any and everything, but they kind of do. Roaches eat anything. Okay, roaches will eat paper, and roaches eat anything. Okay, no, but when they start adding names like that onto certain things like catfish, I never hear black people talk about they don't eat catfish until I started hearing somebody add the word roach or bottom feeders or they the clean up crew of the pond. When they started saying things like that, then I started hearing people say, oh, I don't eat that type of fish. And then when you ask them what kind of fish they eat, they don't know what that fish eat. Fish will eat a human body if it's in the goddamn water, bloated and ready. Chicken eat its own poop. Dog poop rocks. Chicken eat any and everything. Okay? We could talk. Oh, I know you ain't talking about you eat no beef. Cause baby, if I told you what cows and hogs eat, right? They eat anything. You could put a person, a dead body in there with some hogs, and they will devour it. So I'm just saying, but that's what happens when they're not educated. When anybody could tell them anything and they just run with it. Okay? I live on I wouldn't even call it a farm, y'all. It's just a bayou with a lot of land, and my grandparents had all types of animals, horses and everything. Okay? And when people make it seem like, oh no, some of these animals only eat vegetables. Yes, if you feed them grass and hay and shit like that, they will eat that. You start giving them a different type of diet, they'll eat that too. Depending on what it is. Okay? Anyway, y'all, I'm gone. I will be back. Hey, bitch Todd, how you doing? Girl, you know. Girl, that you do what those vegetables are fertilizing. I know, look. Rice. Them people show they throw their poop outside and it goes all in that stuff with the rice patties, right? They live like shit. Listen, I would like to say they live in real foul and bad and shit, but the truth is America was once just like that. And it wasn't that long ago, like in my own, like in the South, same way. We got too many people who like to come and just lie about, now they got some people who never lived like that, right? They ain't never been in the South as long as they can remember. But they act like they've always been showers and soap. And there's always been indoor bathrooms. They don't even know when indoor plumbing's hit the U.S. like that. They don't know that. They think it's been here for hundreds of years. Like, a massive bathrooms at home. Well, they don't know when Sears started selling homes. That was one of the things that, you know, that made them big was the fact that they had indoor plumbing. Oh my God. Oh, wait a minute, I forgot. Some of y'all didn't know Sears had a goddamn catalog selling homes. I know. But you know that wasn't that long ago neither. People know Sears and Roebuck's been here a long time. Yes, but what did they sell? Clothing wasn't a big seller like that all them years ago. What was they selling? Homes. Okay, I'm gone, y'all. You just looking for a got you. Nigga, I got you. Everybody got you. This dude got you. Pure got you. I got you. Because you's a dumb nigga, okay? I ain't mean to say the N-word. I'm sorry. You was a dumb fool. How about that? I said I'm going to stop using the N-word, y'all. I'm going to try. You know, even though I'm not using it in a negative way, but I want to stop. I started. I wasn't always using that word. And then I started using that word, and then I use that word a lot on the line, and then I'm gonna stop doing that, okay? But you's a dumbass fool, okay? Now I'm about to go. We'll talk about it later. I may go live. I may not. It depends. I didn't want to go at Sunkiss, you know, because I could be. I just want to know, like, what is she over there doing? Like, why is she saying that shit? Like, ooh, baby. She's like, she just wanted the money. All she had to, and Ruth said, whatever. Since she wanted the money, all she had to do is say she wanted the money. Yes, if I could have just said, send me the money. He did actually send me the money, right? He didn't pay for the food. It's not like he paid for the food and then I went behind his back and canceled it, right? And also, the price started getting larger and larger and larger because he kept saying, oh, no, Bob, add this, add that, add this, add that. Even my husband know that I'm not that type. Even if hubby be like, you can get what you want. I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I'm cheap. Like, I'm always looking out for what the price is. And he be like, no, you can get what you want. I'm like, what's on sale? Like, what's the deals? Is it a deal that I like? It's just that I was raised, I don't know why that is, right? But I don't feel like just because you got money, that doesn't mean you can pass up deals, right? I don't know what my thinking is, but I'm just not the person who want to waste my money. And if I'm not going to waste my money, then guess what? I'm not going to waste your money. I'm not going to, like hog my money, but when you come to offer me something, I'm going to try to get the highest thing on the menu because you buy. I would never do that. I'm going to treat your money just like I would treat my money. I'm going to treat you the way I want you to treat me. You know what I mean? And that's just who I am. And hubby and I, you know, we butt heads a little bit because he'd be like, LaVon, you get what you want. And I'm like, what's on sale? I'm like, where you going? Anybody got some deals? Like, he like, just tell me what you want, woman. Just tell me what you want. I'm going to go get it for you. That's the type of arguments we have in 2025. You know, for the last few years, it's on some stop. Just tell me what you want. You know, kind of little arguments. Anyway, I love you all. Okay, I will be back later. I do have to get some of these because I kind of didn't do my job, y'all, with them bean sprouts. Okay, so I had to put them outdoors and and I have to take care of these things too. And you see, these other things didn't pop up. I think this was lettuce, but I'm not sure. Okay, and you see none of them popped up. I think we ended up having like 1 or 2 pop up right there. So the seeds essentially was bad because they were old. Okay, and this was a way to test them without me wasting my time putting them in soil just for them not to pop up. Okay, that's why I showed y'all this way. So I have to take care of all this. I have to take care of that. Once I get it up and running, though, it's going to be self kind of containing for the rest of the summer. Okay? Anyway, I'll see y'all later. This dude, hey, how you doing? And Gabe says, speak for yourself and your own great value paycheck. Well, listen. I'm going to leave you alone. Okay, I'm gone. Look, it's something how he know where great value come from. Isn't that something? He knows where it come from, which means he's in Walmart. But he gonna act nothing wrong with it if you don't want to give great value. I tell you what, if you buy some great value though, send it to me, okay? As long as it's shrimp, fish, any type of fish, okay? What else they got that shit? What else we it's usually the seafood is the only great value we do. We may do nah, that's it. Now that I think about it, we don't do no great value. I don't even know if they have hot dogs. I've never seen that. I only seen great value shrimp and stuff. So it's something how all that stuff that was in there, he only pointed out the great value, which happened to be the seafood. And we live in an area where you have to go to stores like that to buy your seafood. So that's weird. Okay. Until the summertime. What you mean I need my nails done? Why I need my nails done? You do know I was sitting here gardening, right? I'm sorry. You gonna act like you ain't know that? You ain't see me? You mean to tell me you ain't know that my nails look like that because you know I'm gardening, you dumbass nigga. The title says I'm gardening. Ain't that some shit? Right? You don't think I know that I got soil in between my nails because I'm gardening? Which I shouldn't be doing in the kitchen. Right? But I definitely didn't want to do it in the living room. And I don't want to go outside because I don't have no clothes and it's cool out there. Okay? Don't tell hubby on me though. Don't tell him. I got to clean up this kitchen before he get home. Ain't that something? He said, Bomb, you need to go get your nails done. They dirty. You must be dirty. And I'm like, yeah, but that's exactly what I've been doing. Putting my hands in the dirt, baby. In the dirt. Okay? You want to get my nails done for me though, Gabe? $85. Send me $85. I'll go get them done today. Okay? Because I do, I have nails. I'll go and let them polish them up and everything for me. You know what I'm saying? What you thinking? Huh? What you thinking? I can't get dirt on them if I didn't have nails. Right? Y'all, I don't see I'm getting bruised. I don't know where that come from. I wake up with bruises and scratches. I think through the night I definitely scratch myself all up because my nails are too sharp. But I'm always waking up with some bruise somewhere. And I don't know where they come from like that. Bumping up against something I can't never remember. Okay? It's just, on my leg, on my thigh, okay? Somewhere on my arms and things. Now the scratches, my nails are long, so I got scars or little scratches where I scratch myself. Got to watch how I play with my grandson because my nails are sharp. So that's why we got to keep them short, right? Because the longer they get, the sharper they are, like knives. Okay? Thank you for mentioning my nails, though. You looking at everything. What else you want me to put in the camera for you, Gabe? Call your wife so I can let her know. Tell me what else you want to put in the camera. Because I got a few things that I think you'll want to watch. Okay, but I'm a grandma, so I'm going to be good. I'm going to be good. Okay? I don't want Mr. Bomb. I'm going to be like Brownie Ellie over there. I just liked the video, man. It was so cute. Brownie Ellie was over there, and she was like, yeah, don't make me do that, okay? I'm joking. Let me get off here. Hey, Brownie. Nothing else, Bomb. Nothing else. Y'all, Gabe is all good, y'all. Y'all know I just be clowning with Gabe. He crazy as hell. Okay? He got to stop stalking Rude, though. Okay? You know, that nigga come over here and play and want to talk to us, and if Rude was on the panel, he'd be up here. And then he went over there by Brown and Ellie telling everybody that I am supportive of some shit that, like, he just, that's him and Jerome Whiteside like to do that shit. Right? They like to go to areas where everybody may not know the whole story and make up their own fucking narratives. And then, so apparently Bomb is protecting Rude, right? And I don't even know how that ever happened. I'm not on no panels boxing nobody about Rude. If Rude not there, nobody's bringing him up except you and Jerome Whiteside. Y'all, you, Jerome Whiteside, and that slow girl, right? That slow one. I haven't seen her in a minute. Okay? But I don't mention her. Y'all will mention Rude's name, and he's nowhere to be found. And so nobody's protecting him. You just trying to stalk him. You the one trying to find him, seeking him out, looking for him, looking for love in all the wrong places. Gabe love him some Rude Bird. Okay? No, you just want him to touch you. But he says he's not into grown-ass men. You don't like that he, like women and women like him. That's what you don't like. Okay? And everywhere in places where he's not even there, your ass there mentioning his name. So just admit him that you want him. You want to touch his booty. Touch his booty. You want to touch his booty. Touch his booty all night long. Yeah, all night long. You want to touch that booty all night long. Just admit it, Gabe.